Hello, humans of YouTube. How you doing today? I'm here with my friend Jillian, and we are in my wonderful city of Detroit. We're on Woodward Avenue, and we're just going to explore today because a lot of people don't know that this is an amazing city. So stay tuned, keep watching. Parts about this place is the fact that there are all these like weird hidden gems and like places with murals that are like essentially abandoned. Right now we're at Hart Plaza, which is like a stage space for a music festival that goes on every May, and it's really cool. It's right on the riverfront. Like right now we're kind of like underground and just kind of exploring this like neat like space back here. I don't know exactly what they use it for or if it's still used today, but I don't know, it's pretty cool. There's all kinds of stuff. Right, there's all kinds of stuff like this in around the city. Like little hangout joints and like abandoned buildings and stuff. And then there's like all this growth happening too on top of it. So it's pretty cool to come down here and explore, especially in this like Renaissance era of Detroit. So Jillian is not going into dance. She's not following the same path as I did, which is completely and totally inspiring and awesome. Because what are you doing? Tell the world what you're doing.
I plan on going into event planning, and hopefully the goal is to open my own event planning company. So
which will help me out because an event is dance, there's dance and events together. It all kind of ties in.
I still plan on finding a way to dance in college just because it's just a part of who I am. I've done it for 16, 17 years now, so.
And you dancers, you know how that is. Like
you just
even
stick with it.
Even people who have gotten away from dance for whatever reason, like
always go back
it's with
to
you. It is with you. Like forever. It's a journey forever. And the fact that you can just like, you know, a song will make you move because it's ingrained in your body. It's like in you forever. And there are people that have quit dance and never want to do it again, and that's different. But I mean, for most people, that even like nurses that I know that have danced, or doctors or lawyers, they're like, yeah, I would like to take an adult class, or you know, get back into ballet or something like that. It's just like a thing.
It's once you do it for a certain amount of time, it just becomes normal for you. Like it's not normal to be not dancing, which I guess goes in the next thing. I experienced not being able to dance many times.
Yeah,
throughout
poor Jillian.
my dancing career.
So let's segue into injuries. Injuries can ruin your dance career forever, as you know, that's obvious, of course. But Jillian, let's talk a little bit about what happened to you a couple years ago with your ACL.
Yeah. So we were dancing for Nutcracker, and it just kind of popped the wrong way, but whenever I get hurt dancing, I just kind of like brush it off.
Ignore it. That's a
which
thing.
Every dancer does. Every dancer, I'm never hurt.
Oh no, that pain in my arm is, or that pain in my leg,
it's
whatever.
fine.
We're gonna dance through it.
And then I guess it just never got better, and it started happening more and more, and so we went to get it checked out, and my ACL and my meniscus were both completely torn. So I had been dancing on it. I got misdiagnosed the first time I went in, and And so we just continued through it, and then went back and found that out. So I did have to take time off dance a lot of time, and I knew I loved to dance, but when you're not able to do that, you realize how much you really love to dance, and it almost just becomes a need in your life because it's all you know how to do. It's just to dance. So I was told I wouldn't be able to dance for at least a year after. And I was like, well, that's not okay. Like, it just
crying
just,
tears forever.
I think I was bawling. I definitely went into a kind of dark spot.
Dance is therapy, and if you don't have your therapy, everybody knows what happens when they lose their therapist. So
Yeah. But I was back in the studio taking privates with Miss Johanna 2 or 3 months after.
Oh wow.
So
You had to give yourself no recovery time.
I did not.
That
but,
was not a thing.
But we took it slow. I mean, it was very just,
Right.
let's start with plies, and it was just like taking the first ballet class. And
Right.
it was really learning how to do everything from scratch because they put your body together in a different way with different muscles, and now there's more stuff in there, and
Right.
you kind of have to learn to move with it and accept that not everything when you go back is going to be the same. You have to build it back up, but I think the only thing I got out of that was probably stronger. I was they called it rehab, physical therapy,
Right. Yeah.
5 times a week for 2 to 3 hours a time.
And that's tough.
It was tough.
It's tough.
And
It's not easy business.
it was painful sometimes. It was very hard, very rigorous. But yeah, and I think dance being the way that it is, the art form, it made it easier
Yeah.
to be able to go through all of that. And then this is my senior year, and I actually got hurt. I fractured a bone in my foot 2 days before our Nutcracker.
Yep, Miss Thing over here danced her full,
I
you know,
did.
sugar plum variation on point
On
on an
point.
injured, broken foot. Not
Yeah.
broken,
Well, I
but
didn't want to know what happened till after I danced because it's a lot easier to do something when you don't know what's wrong.
it's a lot, yeah.
Then
It's
when
a
you
lot
know.
less to take in.
So I hurt myself in December, sat out all the rest of December,
Yeah.
January, and then I was like,
Yeah. So
I got
Jillian likes dance. Dance sometimes doesn't like her.
and that's sadly part of the reason why I don't think I can keep up dancing at the
Right.
level I am through college. It's very painful.
It's too much for your body.
It's a lot. Even this past week, I had to kind of tone it down, not jump so high.
Easy.
Yeah, and it's really frustrating. And I have a bad back. I had a teacher mess it up when I was 9. So
That's great. Love that.
yeah. So it's just, as much as I love dance, it's something I'm never gonna let go of.
Yeah.
But it's something that I think, I don't know, my body can keep up with it.
And that, unfortunately, is, you know, a lot of other dancers experience that, you know, where they just can't, their bodies can't do it anymore. And because we put ourselves through a lot.
Yeah.
And I have been blessed, like, knock on wood, like, I've only had a few injuries that haven't been super detrimental to my dance health. But, like, injury prevention is very important. It's something
Yeah.
that is very important. And not only just because you're a dancer and because you're active, but because you want to, like, be able to walk when you're, you know, 70.
To have 2 hips that
Yes,
work.
to have 2 hips and not have to have that hip replacement surgery or
Yeah.
that knee replacement surgery or whatever.
Already halfway there.
Yeah, you just need to, like, prevent all of that. And if your body doesn't let you dance anymore, there are still ways to dance. And I've been trying to figure that out myself because my body is good for dance, like I can do it. However, I know that there are people who want to dance that just can't anymore. So I've been thinking a lot about how I'm going to incorporate that part in my company. Like, how do I want people, or how can I incorporate people who, you know, quote unquote can't dance, but they can still be on stage and have that feeling of
Dancing.
being part of the dance, dancing and being part of it. Like, because if your legs don't work anymore, you can still use your arms,
Yeah.
you know, or your head, or there are ways in which you can make a contemporary piece of dance art and incorporate the injured, or, you know, paralyzed or whatever. And I've been seeing a lot of companies that have been doing this. And I want to like maybe, you know, try to get into that because it's important.
Yeah.
And it's important for people to have that feeling of not only a sense of belonging, but also the sense of like, I'm on stage, I'm performing, I'm doing this again, even
There's
though
a
like,
feeling on that stage. There's no way to explain it. You can't replicate it through doing other things or performing for your parents in
Yeah.
the live. It's
it's
the
a
lights,
certain
the audience.
type of like high. It's a certain
Yeah, it
type
really
of
is.
adrenaline rush, and you can't explain that until you know like
Yeah.
what it's like to be on that stage, to have all those eyes on you watching.
And I'll give you credit. You were part of the reason I stuck with dancing.
Oh,
Because I would, because after the cert, it was hard, and you were like the one person I knew I could go to for comfort and help, and she
I wanted her to
choreographed,
dance.
she choreographed the dance with the big ACL knee brace
I
on
did.
it.
Oh wow, I forgot
That
we did
told
that.
my entire kind of recovery with it, and all the ups and downs, and
I
the,
picked her arms up and we flipped over that straight leg, and
It was
Yeah.
it was really moving piece, and I went back. I going through stuff senior year and came across it and watched it, and I was like, oh,
it was a fun piece.
it was.
Yeah, but at that time that she hurt herself, I was also like in kinesiology in college and learning about how people can A, prevent their injuries, and B, still dance on an injury safely. So I was kind of like trying to make that like a study of mine, and I used Jillian, and it worked out. It worked
really good.
nice. I mean, that piece was great, and I would ask you like, okay, what can you do? Does that hurt? Are you okay? You know, and we just kind of built a piece from there, and it was cool. It was good stuff.
It was the first dance back on stage after all that. So.
Right. If you liked today's video, please smash that subscribe button, hit that like button. I need more followers, people. I love all my audience, but I would like more. And I have an Instagram, I've got Facebook, I've got Twitter. All are linked below. I've got some previous videos linked below, so just feel free to comment and watch and enjoy. So do that, and we will see you on the next one.
Bye.